Hey everyone, and welcome to Mrs. Cat's Crafting. You know, I decided to change the name. I'm keeping the Facebook group as Kathy's World. However, this channel now is going to be dedicated solely to crafting. So it's not from today on. It won't include all of our travels and, so forth and so on, because that's going to be on a totally different channel that Mr. Pete's running. And there's one video and one subscriber on that one so far, because we're just starting to move things over there. But anyway, we're going to keep this one and solely showing you how to use what you have and not throw away so much, and crafting with new stuff as well. But I have this matte gel that I got on clearance, and I decided I'm going to use that for my glue. You can use any glue you have, and yes, Elmer's glue works. And I have all of these postcards left over, and I'm going to use up a lot of those. And this is what we're making. We're starting with a plain postcard that you can decorate yourself, and we're making journal cards, and these will go into junk journals. But I just collage on the side that has the writing on it to cover it up, and the back side is left blank. I put a paper clip on all of my journal cards as I make them, as I complete them, so that when I go to put it in a journal or sell them or whatever I decide to do with them, if the person doesn't want to put a tuck spot, they don't want to glue this into the journal, and I never do, I always paper clip them. So if I go ahead and put the clips on them when I make them, I don't have to look for paper clips till later, because I tell you, I don't know about your craft room, but mine, they have Reeboks on everything. Everything walks out. I bet this house has probably 500 pairs of scissors hiding in it somewhere, but I don't know where. I can't find them. So I just keep buying new scissors. And I got these at 5 and below. And I love them. They cut very good, but they have a base that you slide them into. And I am very careful to remember to always put them back in the base, because if they can walk away with that heavy base, it deserves to go. So anyway, with these, I use book pages and nothing more, and just put this on here, which creates a tuck spot that, I'm going to come back and put, these aren't finished, why are they in this pile? I'm going to come back and put a cardstock here for writing. Okay, I'm glad I decided to show these, because I had messed up and put them in the wrong pile. So anyway, let's get started with these. I have all this Christmas paper, Tim Holtz Christmas paper, left over from the projects I was working on. Yeah, journal cards. I think so. So let's get glue in here. And I'm going to do 2 at a time, just to save time. I always, when I'm mask making, lay my stuff out and just go down the line. And if you'll notice, I do have parchment paper down, because as you can see, I'm a messy person. Well, not really, I just get in a hurry and don't take my time like I should. But for making video purposes, I tend to go too fast. I think I need to practice slowing down, because I'm really not this messy when I'm making. It's just, I don't know. Been it just since 2020, and I'm still getting nervous on video. I don't know why. You would think after all the years that I was teaching, I wouldn't get messy, and good Lord, Kathy, you did not lay that down very well at all. Well, it's on there, it's covered. It doesn't matter, because it makes some interesting looking scraps. Always push it down well several times. And it's just, I believe this is a Dollar Tree one. I'm almost sure it's a Dollar Tree. lay this aside. I always wait until I have a towel, and I usually cut them out when I'm watching videos or something, because that's how I spend my evenings now, is watching videos. I watch a variety of different kinds of videos, because, I don't know, I still have that camper and heart spirit in me. I still have that want to travel spirit in me. But, you know, since I had a stroke, I don't travel. Oh, let me tell you a good funny. My doctor's office, my neurologist's office, is 45 minutes from my house. He says I can't travel in a car for more than 30 minutes at a time. Okay, but that's not the funny part. The funny part is, I went for my appointment yesterday, and there was this, I guess it was a PA there, couldn't prove it by me, but anyway, she was very crass and very, just, I don't know, she had these crazy eyes, you know, the eyes that kind of roll around when they're talking to you. It's like, oh, Jesus, is she, okay. But just out of the blue, she, you know, basically she was going through my chart. And, well, I can't see this, and I can't see that, and, when did this happen, and when did that happen? Well, who said this, and who said that? It's in front of you. Can you read? Because if you can't, I'm leaving now, is what I was thinking. But, just pop. She says, well, Dr. Gonzalez is no longer here, and I'm leaving too. I said, excuse me? Oh yeah, he went back to Puerto Rico. I said, what in the flying? Yes, I did, I said it. So, she said, he's going back to Puerto Rico to take care of his parents. I respect that, so I couldn't be upset. But this is the third freaking neurologist I have had that has gone back to their home country. So I'm starting to get a little suspicious about these Florida doctors. Are they here to go to school and then they have to work an internship afterwards? And, you know, then they fly the coast and go home? Because I had my stroke a year ago, December 13th. And this is the third one that's vanished on me? Something's not right. Something's not adding up. So, needless to say, I'm back to square one, and I'm running out of neurologists that my insurance covers. So I called the insurance company yesterday and got a little indignant. Yes, I did. First of all, I got somebody that didn't speak English. And every time I said, could I please have someone that can speak English? She would say, I don't understand. Oh my God, neither do I. So, basically that was a wasted call, but I called them to find out, you know, what other neurologists are available on my insurance. She's supposed to be emailing me a list if she understood what I was telling her. Lo and behold, I got a list in my email about 2 o'clock this morning. I guess the networks were jammed because I know she wasn't sending it at 2 o'clock in the morning. For a list of cardiologists, heart doctors, not brain doctors. I don't know. But I have come to one conclusion. My death certificate is going to list cause of death, Florida doctors, or Tampa doctors in general, because I have never in my life. I have a severe allergies to a lot of drugs or chemicals or whatever, medications, and every doctor, every hospital has a completed list. They get an updated list anytime I have to go if I've had something new that I've had an allergic reaction to. And without fail, someone every time will give me a prescription, and I'll look at what they're giving me and I'll say, no, we can't do this one. Well, why not? Look at my allergy list. Did you read the chart? I want you to know you got to be your own advocate, and you've got to be your own watchdog, because 9 times out of 10 they've never read your chart. Just like I went into the hospital here to the emergency room, I was having an allergic reaction to one of the medications I had been prescribed. And a lot of my allergic reactions caused me to stop breathing. So I know when my tongue starts to swell and my throat starts to swell, I have to get to the emergency room, because I'm also allergic to Benadryl. Yeah, go figure. The one thing everybody takes for allergic reactions, I can't have. So anyway, the last time I went to the hospital, I kept begging. I was there like 12 hours in the emergency room. And finally I said, look, I have got to have water or something. I'm dying of thirst. And you know, they had given me the drug they give me for the reaction, and it was calmed down. And she said, well, we're trying to get you a room. And so, no, you can't have anything to drink. I said, what are you talking about? A room for what? An allergic reaction? She said, well, they're trying to get your surgery scheduled. I said, my surgery schedule? I started to get scared. I'm not even gonna lie, I was getting scared. I said, what am I having surgery for? I kid you not. She said, oh, didn't the doctor come in and talk to you? You know, I'm almost in tears at this point. I had an allergic reaction. I had no x-rays, I had no nothing. So how do they know anything's wrong? No blood work, nothing. What is wrong? All I had was an IV drip with the medication to stop the allergic reaction. Nothing else. So, she said, well, I'll have the doctor come and talk to you. The doctor came in. Swear to God, the doctor. And she says, I need you to remain calm. What can you take for your nerves? I said, excuse me? She said, well, the nurse tells me you're allergic to a lot of medications. I said, I don't take anything for my nerves. I don't need anything for my nerves. I had an allergic reaction. Oh, are you allergic to eggs? I said, what has that got to do with the price of eggs? She said, well, a lot of the anesthesia we use. If you're allergic to eggs, we can't use it. We have to use something else. I said, what are you going to use anesthesia for? And you know, at this point, I'm really in full-fledged panic. She says, well, to put you out for your surgery. I said, look, let's back up right now. Whose chart do you have in your hand, and what room are they in, and have you already discharged them when they needed surgery? And I'm laying here for 12 hours for a damn allergic reaction, and you want to operate on me. Her face went pure white, pure white. She says, are you, and I'm not going to say the name, and I said, absolutely not. Do I look Hispanic to you? Do I even have a slight hint of a Hispanic accent to you? Well, no. But a lot of people don't. I said, wait, don't even try to justify it. You're treating the wrong patient and you know it. I said, so you need to get my discharge papers ready. She goes, well, you know, well, I need to check into something. I said, then bring me my AMA papers against medical advice. So we sat there another 30, 40 minutes. Still didn't see anybody. I got up. I took the IV out. I become a pro at doing that. And that's another story. But, I got up, walked up to the nurse's station. I said, I'd like my AMA papers, please. She said, you're leaving? I said, yeah. I kind of think I've been here long enough that my allergic reaction is completely gone. I said, as a matter of fact, I've probably been here twice as long as I need to be. And I'm leaving before anybody knocks me out and cuts on me. I said, because twice they've come in here and tried to put something else in my IV. and said, well, it's for your surgery. But I ask every time, and guys, you need to do this. Before any medication is administered to me, what is it and what is it for? And don't you dare touch that until this is explained to me. Because they were going to put medication in that I was allergic to. One was morphine. Okay, I don't need a morphine drip. I'm not in pain. I couldn't breathe. You give me that morphine and you will automatically stop my breathing. I will go into respiratory failure. And I don't want to do that ever again. Never. So, the nurse at the station, her little face was just like, oh my God. You know, I said, I want to leave. I can either sign to leave, or I can just walk out that door. Well, we have to take out your IV. I looked at her and said, really? Do you see an IV hanging on me? I already took it out. Oh, you can't do that. I said, really? I think I did a pretty good job myself. I said, my husband even got me a Band-Aid out of the cabinet. Are you going to give me the papers, or am I just going to walk out? So she said, let me talk to the doctor. I don't know what the doctor said, because I was in my car headed home by the time if they ever came back. Don't let them tell you you cannot sign out AMA. Your insurance won't pay for your visit. They did that with me one time. And you know, Kathy's like, dummy. I got on the phone and called my insurance company. Right there, in the emergency room. And I told her what was going on, and that they had tried to give me medication twice I was allergic to, and that I felt I needed to go elsewhere. They were treating me for urinary retention at this hospital, and I have chronic diverticulitis. I know when I'm having a flare-up. And I was having a diverticulitis flare-up. But they were saying it was urinary retention. I had only been to the bathroom like 3 times while I was there, so I went, yeah. I don't know how much more they thought I had in me, but it wasn't urinary retention. I know the exact spot my diverticulitis is in. So my insurance company said they always tell people that to keep them there so that they get paid more money, because they're going to do more tests. She said, but the truth of the matter is you can leave anytime you want to, and if they fight you on the sign out, just get up and leave. If they bill us, we're going to pay them. If their paperwork's right and everything's in order, we're going to pay them. So it doesn't really matter whether you stay or don't stay. If you got any service at all from them, we have to pay them. I said, thank you very much. Put my clothes on and left. But seriously, guys, if you have flaky hospitals and doctors like we do down here, don't just take somebody's word for it. If you know something's not feeling right, if you know what they're saying isn't sounding right, just leave. You don't have to stay there. There are other hospitals and doctors. Someone will find it. And what ticked me off most about this hospital down here, well, a different one, I went there one time, I'll never go back. I had to go into the emergency room for an allergic reaction again. This ER doctor, they call him down here, they don't practice anymore, they just work in ERs, came in, and she says, what seems to be the problem? And I couldn't talk because my mouth was so swollen, my tongue was swollen, and my throat was shutting up on me. So my husband said, she's having an allergic reaction to a medication. She said, oh, okay, well, we'll take care of that. She walked out. She came back in. She said, okay, the nurse will be with you in just a few minutes. Next thing I know, she's walking by the window with her jacket on and her backpack and giving me a thumbs up sign and winking at me. I said, what the hell is this? Pardon my language, but what's going on here? A few minutes later, the nurse comes in with discharge papers, 2 prescriptions, one for Benadryl, high-powered Benadryl, I'm allergic to, one for morphine, no, codeine. I'm also allergic to codeine. It causes respiratory arrest. I started, hand them to my husband. He said, what in the... He said, okay, thank you. Hand me back the prescriptions. I ripped them up. Pointed to my chart. Pointed to my allergy bracelet that I had on. Got up off that table and walked out and went up the street to another one and got taken care of. I have one hospital here that I truly like. That I've had no problem with. Knock on wood. Yet. But it's kind of far away from my house, further away from my house. So, it's just, if I have to be admitted, if they say, I'm bad enough to be admitted, even my husband is, if I'm not able to communicate at that time, to tell them, okay, she'll be admitted at St. Joseph North. She's not coming here. They fight and argue about it, and in the meantime, I'm getting dressed and leaving because I won't be admitted anywhere but there. I haven't had any problems with them. The funny thing is, I went to one here in Tampa, Abbott Health. I can't even remember what I was there for. This is so long ago. Oh, it was back during COVID, and we did have COVID, but I was having a lot of trouble breathing. They put us out in the waiting room. I kid you not, they sent me for a chest x-ray, and then they put us out in the waiting room with other people. And it was like, oh my God. They sent me for the chest x-ray, came back, and the guy, the little nurse that wheeled me to x-ray, sat me in the waiting room. He said, okay, they'll come back and get you in just a few minutes. He says, they're full back there right now. So I said, could you move me over there in the corner? He said, well, no, we have to keep you right in this area. I said, you see how many people in here don't have masks? I said, I have COVID. He said, well, you'll be okay. You have a mask. It wasn't me I was concerned about. Yes, the mask is supposed to be a protection, but there's no 100% guarantee. I'm sitting there with full-blown COVID pneumonia in a room full of people who most likely had COVID too, because there were some pretty sick people in there that night. But I sat there for 2.5 hours, and I was just absolutely miserable. I was coughing up a lung. I had been given no medication whatsoever for the cough. And over-the-counter cough syrup just wasn't touching it. Finally, I told my husband, I said, can you please see what is going on and how much longer it's going to be? He said, yeah, this is getting ridiculous. So he pushed a button, and the little guy that had originally taken me back came to the door, and he asked him what was going on, how much longer. That guy looked him right in the eye and says, oh, she's already been discharged. Yeah, we sent her home with a prescription. I I don't know who they sent home with my prescription. I certainly hope it helped them. I don't know how they, what kind of pharmacy they went to that didn't recognize that wasn't their prescription, but I sincerely hope it helped them. If they got it filled, or if they were like me and just said, oh my God, I don't believe this. I got someone else's prescription. I hope they weren't in there for a serious, like heart condition or something, and all they got was my cold medicine. So my husband says, excuse me, you see that lady sitting right there with the IV in her arm? Does she look like she's been discharged? Oh, well, it says on here she has been, and she had a prescription, so y'all can leave. And he shut the door. I was flabbergasted. I'm not kidding you. I was like, dear God, what in the world? I was absolutely flabbergasted. So I had to take my own IV out. And that's how I learned the right way to do it. Because blood just started shooting everywhere. I didn't have no idea they were right in the artery or the main vein that would shoot blood everywhere, but yeah, it happened. So I go up to the counter where you check in. Blood is squirting on her desk. I said, I need a Band-Aid. I need help somehow. I can't get to stop bleeding. She hands me one single Band-Aid. And she says, you have to put pressure on it to keep from bleeding. That's why they usually put a cotton ball and a Band-Aid on. That's what, do you have a cotton ball? No, just go to the bathroom and get some paper towels. Oh my God. Which is what I had to do. I went to the bathroom and I ran cold water under my arm, over my arm, and so now you know why I am saying Florida doctors will be listed on my death certificate as a cause of death. Because it is the wild, wild west down here. Look at this. I have made all of those journal cards by telling you stories. I'm going to let them dry a little before I cut them out, and then I'm going to decorate them. So we'll do that on the next video, okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy these new sets the series we'll be running. Like I said, this is going to stay solely a crafting channel. And all the other channels, Pete's channel is going to be revived. It won't be RV travel, it would just be travel videos from all the places we've gone. And we have a relaxation channel that we're starting that's going to be like meditation, relaxing music. So, there's his babies, this is mine. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can figure out a way to use up all your leftovers. See you soon. Bye-bye.